All right. So I know there's a lot of difference between your generation and my generation,
Oh, a bunch,
obviously.
yes. Okay, that one question.
No.
Go ahead.
But so first off, let's start off. What year and date were you born?
October 29th, 1952.
1952. So you're how old now?
24. I'm 67.
67. And so, like, what are some of the biggest differences that you've seen from your generation to mine?
Electronics, smartphones, phones, televisions, stuff like that.
Yeah. So what would you have done besides electronics for free time? Like
Drink
when
beer?
you got
Oh.
home as a child, like growing up, what would you have done?
Watch television.
You did watch TV?
Watch wasn't a whole lot on back then.
Yeah.
Had 3 channels.
3 channels. So just like the news and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Griffith, stuff like that.
Yeah. Can you talk about like the prices of things, how that's changed?
Oh, they've escalated tremendously.
So like, do you remember some of the specific prices of stuff when you were younger? Like how much it would have been for like a candy bar or something?
Yeah, you get a candy bar for, I guess, 5 to 10 cents. Now they're at least $1.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So like, how has family life changed? So like the role of your mother, like how has women changed?
My mother was a nurse, and she worked, but she more or less raised my sister and I. But my daddy worked more than both of them.
Yeah. All right. How many years did you go to school? You finished high school.
I mean, it's high school, and I had 1 semester of college. Then I told them I wasn't going back to college and left.
Yeah. So like, did everybody in your family go to school? Your parents, did they graduate high school?
My daddy, I don't even think he had a high school education. My mama went to UNC as a registered nurse. My sister got her master's in French and English. That's all.
That's pretty good still, yeah. So like, how were schools different now? Or obviously you're not in school now, but what was school like for you whenever you were going to school?
Well, I didn't really care about school. I just played sports.
Yeah.
And nowadays, that's how I graduated, because I was 3 wrestling, football, and track from 7th grade all the way to 12th grade.
Yeah. What about like, were your classes big? Was your school big? What school did you go to? Andrews?
I graduated from T. Wingate Andrews. It started in '68, graduated in '71. No, it's, gosh, maybe 900, maybe, pupils there, students.
Yeah. For every class? Or like,
No, not for a class.
you just divided up? Yeah.
Yeah, that would be total.
So, I know we got similar music tastes, but like, what was some of the favorite music that you like to listen to in your teenage years?
Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Animals, Led Zeppelin. Good gracious alive. Tina Turner.
Yeah. What about, how do you feel about today's music?
Don't know it.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
You know, just like the generation before mine, the music was different. So,
Do you have any like opinion on it? You think it's worse than whenever?
everybody's got an opinion on bad and good music.
Yeah.
I like music.
What inventions change your life for the better? Like that have come about during your life?
Oh, Lord, as before, the smartphone, the computer, new cars, different.
Yeah.
I can work on an old car, but I cannot work on a new car.
Right. Back to the women thing. Do you think women's place in society has changed?
Yes.
You do? And how do you think that's happened?
How do I think it's why?
Or like, how has women's roles changed?
I think it's better for the world. And I think it's changed because a lot of women have taken, instead of just being a mother or a housewife, they're CEOs. Right. They're not just secretaries, they're bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're very intelligent.
Do you remember any big wars going on when you were growing up?
Yeah.
Like which ones?
Vietnam.
Vietnam? That was a big deal.
Yes, it was.
You were in the military, right?
Yeah.
You were in the National Guard?
Yeah, 4 years.
And
I was very
what was that
fortunate.
like? Oh yeah, you didn't have to go to war.
Well, in my basic training at Fort Polk, Louisiana, the war ended. I was very happy.
Yeah, that's good. Do you remember like any of the stigma around the war, like the politics that were going on? Like,
A lot of people didn't like it, but we were there for a good reason. But the politicians that ran it, I'm not sure what they were in it for.
yeah,
Just America trying to be America. But politicians always do what politicians do.
Yeah.
That's never changed.
right. And so like, well, what comes to mind when you hear the word like communism? What do you think of?
China? Is that correct?
Is it like it has a negative connotation?
Yeah, it's not quite like democracy.
Right,
To me, it's totally opposite.
right. So, and that's kind of was a big thing back then, was like fighting communism.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yes, I did.
So let's see. So what do you think is the greatest problem that affects our nation today?
Money?
Money. It's always been like that, right?
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And what can make our society better?
People's attitude and thoughts for other people, not just themselves.
So yeah,
Personally.
helping
Helping
everybody
other
else
people,
out. Do you think that you and your generation, like say 70s, the world is in a better place than it is today, or is it about the same?
Boy, that's an odd question. At my time, it was in a bad place. This time of day, it's in a bad place. My time, it was in a good place. Now it's in a good place. We've progressed. America has progressed.
Yeah. So as you're saying, problems have just changed, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got the same problems. You know, they're going to be there regardless.
Right.
What kind of problems, don't know.
Yeah. And it seems like, you always got problems,
Always.
just different problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Different generation, duh.
Yeah. A lot different. Talk about your life in particular, like what has changed the most about your life?
When?
Just throughout so you started off and you're about middle class with your parents, you're adopted. So what were like some of the biggest changes? You going into the military, you getting out, what would have been like the biggest transition in your life?
Having babies for my
Children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of grew me up real quick.
And what is your...
Not real, well, I mean, it did grow me
Yeah.
up. I'll never grow up. Go ahead.
Right. What accomplishment are you the most proud of in your life?
My knowledge and skill of being able to accept skills. I'm not a very book person,
Right.
but I can build a car engine. I could build a house, drive a truck,
Right.
manual labor, more or less. That's what I always
Yeah.
did at.
Yep.
And I lettered 15 times in high school.
What you do? What now?
Lettered, school letters,
Oh yeah.
and that's quite a few times.
Is there if you look over your life, is there anything that you would have done differently?
Not a thing.
Nothing. No regrets.
No
That's
regrets.
good.
Oh, I got regrets, but
Oh, yeah, but-
how can I change it?
Yeah.
I got to live what I did.
Right.
I've got to accept that.
And what advice would you give to today's society, to today's young people? What would you tell them?
Don't live in my generation.
Yeah.
What would I tell them? Treat somebody like the way you'd like to be treated. Help the people that you can, and believe in God
All right.
as you believe.
I think that's about it. I think you got
That all
everything
of
we
them?
need. Yeah. Knocked them all out.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question.
All right.